What if everything you thought you knew about a country was only part of the story? Beyond the headlines, beyond the politics, beyond the noise, there is a land filled with ancient wonders, breathtaking landscapes, and stories carved into stone. This is Iran, and this is your journey. Our journey begins in northwestern Iran, in a place that looks more like a fantasy world than a real village. Welcome to Kandovan. Thousands of years ago, volcanic eruptions covered this region with ash. Over time, wind and rain sculpted the hardened rock into towering cone-shaped formations. But people did something extraordinary. Instead of building homes beside the rocks, they built them inside them. Walking through Kandovan feels like stepping into another century. Narrow stone pathways wind between ancient dwellings, while families continue living much as their ancestors did generations ago. The volcanic rock naturally keeps homes cool in summer and warm in winter, creating a sustainable way of life long before modern technology existed. Kandovan is more than a historic site. It is a living reminder that humanity has always found creative ways to adapt and survive. From the mountains, we travel deep into southeastern Iran. Here lies the Lut, or Lut Desert, one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Satellite measurements have recorded some of the highest ground temperatures ever observed here. Yet despite its harsh conditions, the desert possesses an unforgettable beauty. At sunrise, golden dunes stretch endlessly toward the horizon. As evening approaches, the landscape transforms into shades of red, orange, and violet. But the desert's most remarkable feature is its vast field of yardangs, massive rock formations carved by centuries of relentless wind. Standing among them feels less like visiting a desert and more like exploring another planet. There are few signs of civilization here. Only silence, only time, only nature displaying its rawest power. Next, we arrive at one of the most important archaeological sites in human history, Persepolis. Founded more than 2,500 years ago by Darius the Great, it served as the ceremonial capital of the mighty Persian Empire. At its height, representatives from distant lands traveled here to pay tribute to the Persian kings. Today, the palaces are ruins, yet the grandeur remains. Towering columns still rise toward the sky. Intricate stone carvings still line the staircases, depicting diplomats, soldiers, and travelers from across the ancient world. Every stone tells a story. Every carving preserves a moment frozen in time. Walking through Persepolis is not just a visit to the past. It is a reminder of how great civilizations leave their mark long after their empires disappear. Off Iran's southern coast lies Qeshm Island, a place where geology becomes imagination. One of its most famous attractions is the Valley of Stars. Towering rock pillars and unusual formations rise from the earth, shaped over millions of years by wind and water. The landscape feels almost unreal. Local legends claim that a falling star created the valley long ago. Science offers another explanation, but standing among these strange formations, it's easy to understand why the legend survived. Nearby, salt caves stretch deep underground, their crystal-covered walls reflecting light like hidden treasure. Qeshm reveals a different side of Iran, one shaped not by kings or cities, but by nature itself. To understand Iran fully, you must experience its cities. Each tells a different chapter of the nation's story. In Tehran, modern skyscrapers rise beside traditional bazaars. Millions of people move through a city that is energetic, complex, and constantly evolving. Then comes Yazd, an ancient desert city famous for its winding alleyways and wind catchers. Ingenious towers designed to cool homes naturally in the desert heat. Life here seems to move at a slower pace. And finally, Isfahan, often called half the world. At the center stands the magnificent Nagshe Jahan Square, surrounded by some of the finest examples of Islamic architecture ever created. Blue-tiled mosques shimmer in the sunlight. Historic palaces overlook vast open spaces, and every detail reflects centuries of artistic mastery. Isfahan is not merely beautiful, it is unforgettable. At the end of this journey, something becomes clear. Iran is far more than a place on a map. It is a civilization that has endured for thousands of years. A land where deserts, mountains, cities, and ancient ruins come together to shape civilization's soul.